What's up, everyone? Oh, I was playing my game for a bit. My fucking stomach is killing me. Jesus. My fucking stomach is hurting. I don't know why though. That's the thing. Shit. But I hope all is well and everything. Yeah. If it were these again. Oh goodness. I got over here yawning and shit. I'm tired. Ugh. My other package came. The thing I was talking about before in one of my videos, like saying like, it says it's gonna show up on Wednesday. Let's see what happens. And it actually did show up on Wednesday. That's insane. I was not expecting it to show up on Wednesday, like at all. Because usually, because like with the cologne, like it showed up before, but it didn't like actually like show up. You said it was gonna show up on like Tuesday. It didn't show up until like Thursday. Well, not Thursday. Right, it said it was gonna show up on, I want to say the 3rd of last week, which was Monday, but it ended up showing up on Wednesday. So, there's that whole thing. But yeah, I figured it's gonna be like another one of those things, but no, it wasn't. That's actually insane. I got one more day. Tomorrow, and then I'm off Friday. Oh, jeez. And I leave Saturday. So, it is. And then the journey goes. I got a call. As funny as this is. Oh, goodness. Hold on. My apologies. Had to go to the bathroom. But, like I was saying, yeah, I got a call. I got a call by some dude talking about how I need, like, I don't even fucking, I wasn't really paying attention. If I'm being honest, I was busy doing other shit. I was like, huh? Because I said hello, and I said hello again, and they said hello. Just like, what the fuck was that? But I was just like, what is this? Because I thought it was a spam call. Because I've been getting those more and more. Like, I got like 5, 6 of them today. I was just like, why? But it's simply because, like, my phone is like, it's like registered. I have a Colorado Springs number, but I'm not in Colorado anymore. But I just never got a different number. So, it's one of those things. It's just like, but he was talking about his girl and everything. I was just like, not really paying attention at all. And then he mentioned like he was gonna be in Tampa as well. You see, he had said like, oh, you're gonna be down here. I'm gonna be down here. I was like, okay, see you then, or see you soon, or see you there. I don't fucking know what I had said. Honestly, I said see you there, and then hung up, and then blocked his number, and then that was that. But I had my friend. Well, not. I guess we're more of acquaintances. I do favors for him. He does favors for me. Acquaintances. We don't like hang out or anything. It's mainly just business. But I asked him. I was like, hey, can you help me? Could you track a number for me, or like look up a number for me to like who it's connected to? And he was like, yeah, of course. I can. He's my guy when it comes to like numbers and just shit in general. He's the guy I go to because he's a fucking whiz at it. He loves doing that shit. But they're just like, hey, whatever. That's what he likes to do. I'm glad I got him as a fucking acquaintance of mine. But yeah, the dude, he ran the number, and about 10, 15 minutes later, he gave me what the carrier was, what the phone is, who the name that's on the phone bill, the location that the call was on. I don't know how the fuck he did that one. I just sent him the number. He did like the most recent call that was on there, and I was just like, okay, I appreciate it. And he was like, yeah, you owe me. I was just like, yeah, you already know. And if you ask me for something, I'll do whatever it is, and then we're square. And then if you ask me again, then you owe me and all that jazz. That's basically how it works for us. Basically, since I've asked him something, I now owe him. So when he asked me something, for me to do something in my specialty or whatever the case may be, then I see what I can do, and if I can do it or not, or just lead him in the right direction to get to that, and then that favor is done. It's the fact of if he asks me for another favor, then he owes me a favor, and then so on and so forth. I ask him one thing, and then he does it, and then we're square. And if I ask again, then I owe him a favor. So it's a very good system that we have going. I have a lot of systems with a lot of different people that when I need something done, and it's pretty much around the same system. So that's always good. It's always good to know people, have connections. I know his name. I know when he called me or where he called me from. So, But the joy and the pleasure I have of it is literally. I had a post on TikTok that I was gonna post of me mentioning all of this, but I was just like, nah, because at the same time, the thing about it is no one's gonna believe me. But at the same time, that's the joy of it. That's the joy of it. That's the joy of people not taking you seriously or not thinking you're capable of certain things. That's why it's always not okay. It's why it's never good to underestimate everyone just because you don't know. Well, I love it. I love when people underestimate me. It's very funny. It's very funny because when I show up at your house and then you're befuddled, or show up wherever you gave me a call and then stab the first person that enters the door, which is something I have done. There's a lot I've done. There's a lot. There's a lot I've done and a lot I've never told anybody, but genuinely, who the fuck is going to hear this? No one. There's 3 people that don't even say words or don't, leave comments, which, I appreciate y'all watching, but come on now. I've made a bunch of these and not a single comment, not a single like, nothing. Where the fuck did all those views come from? Jesus. The video I made in February 6th has 11 views. Where the fuck did that come from? I haven't even... What the fuck? Where did that come from? That was weird. And not a single comment. What the fuck? Okay, that was weird. I wonder where that came from. That's interesting. That's very interesting. What the hell? Interesting. Very, very interesting. I was not expecting to see that. Holy shit. Fucking just out of nowhere. Fucking 11 views. It's like, huh? What is that shit? It's the don't really know / tired as fuck. Or in parentheses, tired as fuck. Chat Tsunami has 1 view. Very weird. Interesting. Very, very interesting. 11 people. February 6th. I don't think, because I want to say I checked this thing yesterday, and there wasn't that many people, so that all of that must have happened today. 100%. It must have happened today. Because there's no way it didn't. I don't think. I don't know. But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Fucking underestimating somebody. But yeah, I enjoy it. It's fun. It's very fun. It's fun to do. But yeah, I'm down. I'm always down to scrap. I figured I was gonna scrap with somebody. That's the problem. I knew someone was. But it's interesting because they called me. But it's one of those things where it's just like, did they get my number? Or was it when I had my number in my bio? That's the thing. That is the question. So, but yeah. And it's funny because I don't really believe that shit at all. Simply because of shit that I've said before. She's not the type of person to not give a reason on why she is why she would be disappearing, Because it's something that she said that she wouldn't do before. But it's the fact of The matter is, I think that someone else is, because I feel like it's like last time, but only this time is different. Because the first time we had a big fight and then everything went down and all that jazz. But this time, it seems like forced almost, which I am not a fan of, if I'm being honest. It's funny because it's the fact that the knife that she bought me, it's a chain looking knife. Like, I love the detail on it and everything. It looks very nice. I might get some rings for it to make it look like a what's that shit called? I forget what that shit is called. But I put like a ring on it, like like one for like a lanyard or something. I put one of those on there just to see. It looks nice. I might have to look for like little rings to put on, or like little like circle things to put on, because it looks very nice with it all, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I ended up buying 2 more, like hers, and these are the same ones that I'm going to use to probably stab a person, most likely. That was the reason why. It's the reason why I bought it, if I'm being honest. It's the whole idea. Because I'm 22. If you don't already know that, I'm not trying to use my hands to fight. I'm really not. And I would get a gun, but there's so much that goes into it. You gotta get a license, then you gotta get a screening, then you gotta get a mental. Like, there's so much shit that has changed with that. Eventually, I'll get a gun. Eventually, but like as of right now, it's just there's so much to fucking With knives, you can buy them on Amazon, Blacksmith, Walmart, Target. You can just basically buy them wherever. You don't really need like a permit unless you live in the UK. I want to say in the UK they have like permits and shit. But yeah, obviously I'm not gonna bring hers with me because obviously that's one that's special to her. When I got another one, because I bought another one because I was like, these look fucking amazing, and they cut very good. I sharpened them. I want to say a few days ago. Well, I sharpened one of them. The other one I still need to sharpen. Eventually, I'll go to my house or my mom's house and sharpen the other one, because that's where I sharpened the first one. Not the first one, not hers, but that's where I sharpened the other one. But yeah, bought 2 of the exact same knives. They look nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's the fact that she said it was $60, which, if that's true, she got scammed, because I found the exact knife I was looking for on Amazon. Like, I literally just looked up like chain knife or something like that, because I did it at work, because I was like, I wonder how much that knife was. But she said it was like $60, or she said something crazy, like this crazy number. So I was like, oh, okay, it must be worth a fucking lot then, I guess. So when eventually I found it, and it was like, I want to say it was like what, it's like $17 or something like that, which is I'm not gonna lie to you, is a steal, if I'm being honest. Like, with the one that I bought, like, I've cut watermelons, just regular melons. I've stabbed trees, plants, and it's very durable. Like, there's no wobble in the blade. There's nothing. Like, it's a very durable knife, and for $17, that's a steal. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. That's a fucking steal, son. That's a steal. That's all I gotta say. That's insane. $17 is nuts, especially for a knife that's this durable and this like amazing. It reminds me of like I was about to say Godzilla for some reason. It reminds me of God of War with the Chains of Chaos. That's what it reminds me of. And then when I put like rings on like the holes and on the blade, it reminds me of like Aztec weapons. If you know what those are. Aztec weapons, some of them are like they're like obsidian like, I know one of them is like obsidian that's on wood, and then you use it as a weapon. Because the thing about obsidian is it's like glass, so when it breaks, it just sharpens itself, which is terrifying, by the way. So regardless, it doesn't feel good to get hit by it. I don't really care what it is. It does not feel good to get fucking slapped by it. But you know, bring these two and everything. But yeah, the thing that rubs me the wrong way is the fact of he just said his girl, but he didn't mention her son, or I guess, well, our son. And knowing her, she, as the text messages have said, if she is looking for someone and all that, which I doubt, but is the fact that she's looking for someone that is both accepts her and her son. That's the thing. So the fact that he just said her and not her son either is very interesting, because that's not what she's looking for. She's looking for someone she's looking for someone that accepts them both. So, but then again, would he have said that at some point? Fuck if I knew. I don't know. He seemed nervous to talk to me or something. Cause I was just like, hello? Cause he just didn't talk for the first like 5 seconds or 6 seconds. He just didn't say anything. I was just like, hello? Cause I get calls like that before when I say hello, and no one will be like on the other side, and it's just like you can hear like a fan going, or you can hear like air circulating, and it's just like, okay, bye, and then that's it. Then I blocked that number because I'm just like, what the fuck was that? That was weird. That was fucking weird. But you know, I know her enough to know that that's not. She's looking for someone that accepts her and her son. Because if I'm gonna be so-called taking someone's women, I'm gonna say like, why are you posting my son? Like, why are you posting my son and my woman and all that jazz? And it's funny because he also said, why are you posting my woman, or stop posting my woman? Which is weird because the last time I posted her was 5 days ago on my son's birthday. And even less with that, when it's just a picture of her, and it's not like of me and her, or of if it's just me and her, or her and our son. Like, the only one that I have was literally the 26th of January was the last time I posted just of her, and that was it. So, you know, there's that. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. I'm nervous to see her. I'm excited to see this mystery dude. Well, he's not much of a mystery to me, but, you know, I'm so excited. I want to say I cut myself with my fucking... I barely, like, cut myself... Well, I did cut myself with my fucking knife, and I was just like, okay. I didn't think too much of it, but then I was like, oh, wow, that's very sharp. Like, it just kind of, like, fell on my, it kind of fell on across my hand. So I was just like, oh, okay. And it started getting irritated, and I was just like, what the fuck? And then I looked, and I was like, that's an actual cut. What the fuck? I was like, when did I cut myself? I don't even remember when I did that. But then I remember, like, oh, it's when the knife fell on me. Really? That's what did that? Okay, that's fucking insane. Because that shit was, it was barely, like, dude, you would have thought that my fucking skin was fucking fragile as shit. Because that shit was so, like, you would have thought it was, like, a fucking teddy bear did it or something. Like, it fell, like, just, like, so softly. But I guess at the same time, it is sharp. So I guess, you know, sharp and slow is horrible. I'd rather sharp and fast, if I'm being honest. Because it's a chance it'll be a clean cut. If it's slow, you're about to be fucking agony. But, you know, it's more or less, I'm just, because it's one of those things where, and it's the fact that, like, I'm not mad at her, or irritated, or I hate her, or any of that, you know? It's more or less just like, I don't really know. I don't really know what I'm feeling. Cause I'm not, like, disappointed or irritated or mad or anything, but it's just like, you know, be honest with me. Like, if she, like, the presents I have for both my son and her, I was already going to give to her anyways. Like, literally, if we broke up, I was literally gonna take leave, and I would have just drove down there to where she's at, put the presents there, and then go home. and then they just drive back. Is it 6 hours? Yeah. Is that be 12 hours in total? Yeah. Was I gonna do it? Yes. Like, like that was something that was gonna happen regardless. Even if her and I broke up like months ago. This was something I was planning on doing like literally months ago. So it's the fact that it was gonna happen regardless. But it's more or less of just like, she says she wants to see me, but it's like, it's the fact that, be honest. Like, if you just want the presents, then say that. It's just, it's just weird. I don't know. I really don't know. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm just kind of floating and all that jazz. I'm still have my. I was thinking about turning my location off, but I was just like, nah, let them come, because I'm assuming that, they're probably using my location. I guess, I don't know. I don't think I turned my location off, so it's more or less just like, let them come. At that point, go for it. I don't think you quite understand. I have mastered the art of not sleeping. And if you want to fight me when I haven't slept, that's even worse. Because at that point, I do not care. I don't care now, but when I'm hardly awake, it's not good. I turn into a whole different person. But hey, if that's something that's gonna happen, it's fantastic. It's the fact that the only downside that I wish I would have said was, I should have told them that it was on site. It's something I wished I would have. And I could unblock him and then message him that, but it's whatever. I feel like he kind of feels like that's what that is, It's one of those things where it's just like, yeah. But, it's definitely weird. But then again, I feel like that's probably the same. I feel like that's probably like a fucking, one of the accounts that fucking talk to me or something. Like, talk to me like, I don't even know. I think I have a video of it. But, yeah, probably one of the same accounts. Because I think I had my number when that was still a thing, I think. But, at the same time, it's whatever. It's not something I'm worried. It's not something I'm worried about. I've been in fights before. Who hasn't? Like, generally, who hasn't? It's like fucking walking. Like, that's just how that is, Will I lose? Have I lost before? Yes. Will I lose now? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I won't. It's simple on why. It's because I'm prepared to die to be with her. Like, that's something I'm prepared to do. I'm prepared to die to be with her. Even though I know I've done nothing wrong. And it seems that sounds like someone that's just like, I know I've done a lot of wrong, but you're a person I would die for. But like, no, it's always been like that. Like, if I had a choice, the deadbeat would be in a grave right now, because he doesn't contribute any goddamn thing at all. Man has a whole responsibility and is running the fuck away from me, which is just like, whatever, it is what it is. Like, I'll play stepdad, obviously, but it's one of those things where your kid grows up and it's just like, then you get asked questions and like, why didn't you take care of me? Or why was this person taking care of me and they're not even my actual dad? Shit like that. And it's one of those things that's just like, you have to have a fucking answer for that. Especially for him, because he's fucking a lot older. I think he's older than me, I think. Yeah, I want to say he's older than me, which is even fucking crazier. But, hey, it is what it is. At the end of the day. The DOD. The Duo of Death. I was trying to get some sides. It's it's not a sword. It's a scythe, but it's like you basically like extend the bar and then you like flick it, and then a scythe like the blade will flip out. I saw it on TikTok one time, and I've never been able to not unsee it. And it's something I want so badly. That was something I was originally looking for, but I was just like, you know what? Because at this time, the one that I bought before, like the first one I bought, I was when I had sharpened it, I was just cutting paper with it. And I was like, this is fucking super sharp. Like what the? I could probably shave with this damn thing. Like what the hell? But you know. But yeah, I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I can't find that one. I'll just get another one of these. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I made it very clear on my what you call it. The thing it reads simply this. I can't wait to see my baby girl and baby boy and helping someone understand what's mine is mine. Until that person says otherwise and they haven't said anything. But I do know this, if she does and it's not genuine, well, you'll see. My era of being seen as a pushover that doesn't do anything ends. She's mine until Hannah herself says otherwise. If that's an issue like it is for one person, TDOD will take care of you. And as you already know what TDOD is, that's what that is. Meaning these two will turn you into Swiss cheese. Because I can only imagine if they cut through like watermelons and melons and squash and just a bunch of shit so cleanly, oh, I'm so certain that flesh is gonna be like, it's gonna be like cutting through. It's gonna be like sticking butter. Like it's, oh my god, I'm so fucking certain. It's crazy. But you know, it is what it is. Well, I guess it kind of is what it is. But you know, it's just one of those things. It's just like, hey, you want to talk the shit? Well, all right. Hopefully you can back it up. You know, it just was one of those things. It's just like, all right, you over there talking shit. Let's see what you got. Let's see if you can back it the fuck up now. You know, because there's a lot of people like that don't fucking do that, and it's just like, hey, fucking. There's a lot of people that talk the shit, but can't actually back it up. So then when you go to stomp their face in, they want to get all like, whoa, what the fuck is wrong with you? Da 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 da. That motherfucker is crazy. Put him in jail. He's fucking not stable. Da 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 da. But you know, like a week or 2 weeks prior, they were talking all this shit and everything and all that jazz. But it's funny. I told one of my friends about it. And it's just like, you're not worried about like him being bigger than you or any of that. I'm just like, how long have you known me? Well, I don't know. It was at work. I was like, no. Like you could probably ask anyone here. I want to say I told my other buddy that I went to high school with. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be getting into a fight in Tampa. He was just like, what the fuck? And at no point did he say like, oh, you're not worried about this or that. He was just like, what about your girl and your kid? I'm just like, hey, they'll be fine. I'll be fine in a sense, because I don't think that person is about it anyways. But I'll be I'll be fine, because it's just the fact that my friends that I've like been to high school with, been around for so long when I went to high school with them or middle school or whatever the case may be, is the fact that it doesn't matter if you're bigger, stronger, taller, what the fuck, I don't care. I generally don't. I couldn't care any less. Because at the end of the day, you are a squishy life form. Last time I checked, you weren't Superman. You can't fucking. You're not fucking superhuman. If I stab you, the knife goes in you, and that's it. It's not gonna break on your muscles. It's not gonna. If I were to shoot you, the bullet isn't gonna shatter everywhere. Like you're a squishy based life form. Like you're not fucking superhuman or any of that shit. And if you think you are, hey, by all means, if you would like, I can definitely test if you are or not, because I can
I can tell you this right now, you're not. You're very much not. But hey, if you want to think you are, by all means, fucking go for it. Who am I to stop you? You know, who am I? Who am I to stop you other than just someone that's just like, yeah, you're not super fucking human. But you know, it's one of them things. It's just like, hey, whatever. But yeah, I've already made this pretty clear in my mind. Like this is what I'm gonna do. Just because simply she means a lot to me, and it's the fact like it's one of those things where like the way I talk about it, it makes it seem like I'm guilty of something, but it's the fact that I'm not guilty of anything. That's the problem. That's the thing. But it's like it's one of those things where it doesn't sound like it because I sound like I'm guilty of fucking something. But there's nothing. You know, there's literally nothing. But yeah, it's how your tone is and everything. Like if your tone sounds like you're guilty, then you know you're guilty of what? Who the fuck knows? But you're guilty of something, and that's it. But you know, and for the fact that she's someone I'm willing to go to hell and back for, and you know, like there's, like she's that she means that much to me, you know, which not many people can say that they feel that they like their partner feels that way about them. Like I don't know all the details. I don't know what happened with everything. I don't know what went down or why all this like why the sudden change and everything. Like I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. But the only thing I do know is something seems off. Something definitely seems off. Something doesn't seem right at all. So I'm more or less just waiting for that because it's simple. Because if it was simple and I did something, she would have told me fucking immediately. She would have told me immediately. Like fucking oh my god. She would have told me so unbelievably fast. And it's not because she's rushing to break up and all that jazz, but it's simply because of like everything I've done. Everything I've done in the past, I've kind of just like grinded her down to just basically where like if I fuck up, then she's gone. And that's it. Like there's no like no looking back, no nothing. Just this is what you did. I'm out. Have a good life, and that's it. You know, like that's the whole thing. But it's the fact that I haven't. It's the fact that she hasn't said that. She hasn't said anything. The last time, the last time she said something, literally the last time she said something was January 25th. That's the last time she said something, which was when I get home. And that was it. And that's when I was drunk and posted a bunch of like videos and whatnot. And that's what that is. That's all that is. So, like, like I've said before, like she's not a nasty person. You know, she's not a nasty person. She simply just doesn't want to be hurt again, and I understand that, and I haven't done anything to hurt her. You know, like I was supposed to come go down there like last year, but I didn't have a car for like majority of I didn't have a car all last year until like around like October. Yeah, around like October is when I finally got a car. You know, like as if I was supposed to be there last year, and I just didn't have a car. And then when I got a car, I couldn't like go see her because I had a bunch of shit I had to do. I had a bunch of shit I had to do with the car. Had to get in title. Had to send the old title out. Had to get insurance. There's so much I had to do. You know, because I figured like, and this is keep in mind this is before I left the military. When I left for the military, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'll come and see y'all and everything. But it's just like there's so much more to a car than fucking you think there is. Like holy god. But I think this is before because I had my mini at the time So like I was just like, oh, that's easy. I've already have the car, I have insurance, da 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 da. We're all good. And then I totaled the Mini, and then, but then I was still just like, oh, I'll get another car, it'll be fine, and everything. But the only thing that's different is I actually had to do everything with the car I have now. So, you know, there's that. But you know, it's just one of those things. I'm not really letting it bother me just because there's really nothing to bother me about, you know. Like, that's the thing. There's nothing that actually bothers me about this, about getting a call and someone claiming to be her boyfriend or something. Just like that's funny. That's cute is what that is. That's funny. Because no, it's not how that works at all. Because it's one of those things where it's just like, if that is how she feels and everything, is the fact that all of this could have been like, is the fact that if that's the case, all of this could have been solved with her just telling me, like, literally shoot me a message and then fucking block me, and then that's it. You know, like there's nothing more. Just tell me everything and then that's it. You know, but it's the fact that she hasn't, or she not even hasn't, but she didn't do that. You know. And I know she could give a fuck about she could give a fuck about what you call it. She could give a fuck about like money and shit. She doesn't give a fuck about that shit at all. Because the fact that I was still gonna, like I said, I was still going to like give her presents and everything. You know, I just wouldn't have seen her. You know, like I said, I would have just simply drove down there, gave her delivered the present at the doorstep, probably knocked on the door, ran to my car, got in, and then just could continue to drive home, and that would be that. That would be the end of that. Like, there'd be nothing else to really discuss. I wouldn't need a thank you. I wouldn't need any of that because it was something that I was gonna do. You know, something I was already gonna do. Something I was gonna do months ago. It was more for an apology, if anything, because I didn't. Like, I felt like I let her down because I said I was gonna come down in a year, like last year, and I didn't. And I felt like I let her down in that regard because I was so confident that I was. And then all the car stuff came, and I'm just like, whoa, okay, this is a lot. This is a lot of shit. And then fucking my work was breathing down my goddamn neck, so I was just like trying to take leave to go see them was just even more of a hassle. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like what is this? Like my goodness. But yeah, it's just all weird and funny. I find it quite amusing just because I don't know how many times I've told her, her family, her friends, like all of that shit. I don't, maybe they're just not listening or they're not choosing to listen. I don't know, but it's more or less of like, if something is up, then you have her tell me because I don't care what any of y'all have to say. I've always been like that. It's because it's the fact, it's the principle. It's more or less, it's between me and the person I'm dating. I'm not like, where her friends or her family. I'm not dating y'all, am I? No, I'm not. I'm dating her. Therefore, if she has something that she has to say, then she can tell me. I don't need you to relay the message to me in fucking like haikus or some bullshit. Like all you need to do is have her tell me, and then that's it. You know. And it's so simple. Like I said, it's just like what's going on right now. Like if she found somebody else and then didn't want to do anything with me, or didn't want to continue everything, I would have a few questions on like what I did, and then that would be that. And then if she probably would say like, don't come and see me, and I'd be like, okay. Then I would take the presents. Like I said, I would take the presents, go to her house, knock on the door, and fucking proceed to then go the fuck home, you know? And that's pretty much it. Like there's nothing else to that. Like at all. That's all. But it's the fact that she hasn't done that. Like that's the thing. The fact that she knows me better than anybody. So the fact that she's doing it on purpose, or she's genuinely like thinking if this is something that she wants to do or not do, or I don't know. Like I wish she had like a safe space where she could actually think for herself and everything. Because I feel like someone is probably like not like being very like not helpful, but like genuinely like trying to steer her in a different direction where she actually wants to be. I don't fucking know where she wants to be, if I'm being honest. Like obviously I can't say, but it's more or less like when she wants space, I just kind of give her that space. I didn't give her that space. I didn't give her that space until recently, just because it's just like it was just out of the blue, and it was completely random. It's weird. Well, yeah, it was completely random, which is weird. So it's just like, what is going on? I just wanted to make sure that she was good and everything. But yeah, there was a lot. I don't know, a lot just doesn't. With the amount of shit that if someone recorded everything, and I could watch it back, like there's so much that just doesn't make any sense, like at all. You know, I don't know. It's one of those things where just like it's weird. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. You might see me when I get back from leave. You might not. I don't know. I can't really tell you. I'm not gonna say if. I'm not really. Yeah. Pretty much not gonna say if you will or you will not. I don't know. It's iffy. You could, I guess. You could not. It's one of those things. It's not like it really fucking matters. Again, 3 people. I guess 11 people now actually watch these. So it's not like it really matters much. I can imagine like 10 years down the line, like this is used as like a murder like it's being like inspected for like a murder or something, or like it's a case that was like open but was closed, but it was reopened like 10 years later, and they're like going through the whole thing or something like that. I don't know, that's just something that just seems so funny to me. It's just like, what? Like in movies when that shit happens, that shit is so funny. It's just like, what? Yes, this one this one case has to be open because this doesn't make any sense, or whatever the case may be. He's like, yeah, that's probably why it doesn't make any sense, because whoever was doing it was just like, no, I'm not allowed to deal with this, and then just fucking just was like, yep, this is a closed case, and just move the fuck on, basically. Like, but yeah, I don't get it. I generally don't think that she's in control of her own social media, but it's funny because she is. So it's just like, I feel like because she had sent a story of her at work, so it's like she has control of her phone. So it's just like someone is probably like doing shit behind her back, or like doing shit that she doesn't know, which I would not recommend, because that is not how that whole thing works at all. Like, that is, yeah, trying to be sneaky does not work with her. Because it's funny, because I could have recorded the whole thing, but it's 35 seconds. I genuinely did not care about 35 seconds, and nothing was even said. It was hey. It was me saying hey twice, and then them saying, is this Isaiah? And just like, yeah, why? And then he said something about, can you stop posting my girl or something, which threw me for a loop, because it was just like, huh? Because even I knew, like, I haven't posted her in, like, it depends on what you're talking about. Like, when you say her, like her by herself, or her with like me, or with like our son, or whatever the case may be, you know? But yeah, there has to be something, just because like I don't get it. It's one of those things where Joe doesn't have to deal, like, Joe is the deadbeat, by the way, because I be damned. At this point, if I can say deadbeat so goddamn much, I'm fucking tired of it. That sounds like a goddamn broken record saying this shit over and over and over. But that's not even his real name isn't Joe, obviously. But, you know, I just say Joe at this point. But it's the fact that Joe did everything that he did
and has a kid with her and all that, and is like, I guess now he's not in the fucking kid's life, but he's trying to be in her life for some reason. I don't know why, but he is. It's very odd, but which is it's very weird. At least their whole relationship is very odd, if I'm being honest, because it's just like he wanted her back for a long time, and then I don't even know. Is the thing that drives me up a wall is the fact that he only wanted her back just to have a kid with her, just because he knows that for like the next 18 years, like she can't like legally get rid of him, which, if I'm being honest, she doesn't need to, because he's doing a damn good job at not being a dad at all. So it's the fact that all she needs is a lawyer and basically taking him to court for full custody of her son and everything. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird because I don't know what if to say, like our son or her son. I don't know what to really say about that whole thing, if I'm being genuinely honest. But it's just, and it's something that it's something that I was planning on doing, because there's so much. Like, is there so much? It's more the fact that if she had money to get a lawyer, like, she would have full custody of him so fast, just because there's so much that he just does not fucking do, that a court would just be like, yeah, that makes sense, because what? Like, I don't even know if I want to say he got him a birthday present, I think. I don't know if it was him, or if it was her mom, or her. I have no fucking idea who got him the present, if I'm being honest. But maybe it was like someone bought the present, he put his name on it, like, you know how what you call it do, like how siblings do. At least that's what I did. I'm the oldest, so I would usually just put like whatever my parents would buy my siblings, I would then just put my name on it, and then that would be that. But you know, it's just one of those things where it's just like, it's just weird. But I don't know, that could have been something that went down. I don't know. Again, I've no fucking clue. It's something that makes sense, if I'm being honest, because I don't think he bought it. But then again, it's like, who bought it? I don't know. But I guess that, because the gift that he has now, that my son has now, is more quality. It makes noises and everything. I got more quantity just because I don't really know what he likes, or like what he's interested in. So I pretty much got one of each thing. I kind of got stuff that it doesn't really matter how old you are, you like enjoy it. Like, everybody likes Stitch, you know. Like, I got him a Stitch plushie. He's holding a taco. No, is it a taco? It's either a taco or avocado. But it's one of those things where it's like everyone likes Stitch, you know. Like, Stitch is one of those things where just like everyone likes Stitch. Like, there's not a person that doesn't like Stitch, you know. At least I haven't met a person that doesn't like Stitch. That's just me. But hey, at the same time, I'm sure they exist. I'm sure of it, obviously. Some certified haters. How do you hate Stitch? I don't. Fuck if I knew. But yeah, it's more or less like that. But I don't know. It's just a lot. Well, I guess it's not like a super amount, but it's definitely one of those things where just like, this is weird. Y'all weird. Like, what is happening? Because she's not, like I've said fucking 40,000 damn times. Like, she's not a nasty person. She's not. She's trying hard to be, but it's the fact that it's the fact that she can't. It's not something that's in her DNA. Well, it's something it's probably in her DNA because her fucking mom is a piece of work. But it's the fact that it's something that she just can't actually like do, because she doesn't want to be like her mom or anything. Because I've said that she was acting like her mom, and holy shit, you would have thought the fucking world ended. It was the fact that she just took it out of context, because I wasn't saying like, oh, you're acting just like your mom. I don't even fucking remember how I said it. I was fucking just like at that point, you would have thought fucking, you would have thought the dinosaurs came back, the world was ending, and everything. Like, holy shit, it was bad. It was it was bad. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was very bad. But it's just one of those things. Not even one of those things. That whole thing was just like, whoa, okay, maybe let's never fucking say that shit again. And until that day, I have never said those two words ever. I've never mentioned her or her mom being the same fucking person again. Cause, yeah, that was, ooh, fuck. That was definitely something. That's all I gotta say about that thing. That was definitely something. Cause wow. I was just like, oh, okay, well then, that's a reaction. That's what that is. Cause wow, but yeah, it's definitely something like, but it definitely shows me like she definitely doesn't want to be like her mom, which is good, cause her mom fucking sucks. I've said that a lot. I say that so much you have no idea, cause it's true. Cause she does. She really does. Like, oh my god. Like she uses her as a fucking piggy bank, basically. Like, her mom uses her own daughter as a piggy bank. Like, it's fucking insane. Like, insane. My 22 years of life, I've never had to really, I never had to pay bills until I was in, until I was, until I graduated, until I was going towards getting the, until I was working towards going to the military. And that was it. At that point, I paid for literally my phone bill, and that was pretty much it. But it was like, it was one of those things it was my bill, you know? Like, they never asked me, like, oh, we need your help with, like, this bill. And it's the fact that her fucking mom does that shit all the time. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, why? And I'm not gonna lie to you, she's literally an adult. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm talking about, like, my fiance. Like, she's literally an adult, basically. Like, it's been like that for a majority of her life, which is fucking insane to me. Like, actually insane. I'm not even joking. Like, it's actually crazy to me that she's had to do this for literally years of just be like, oh, I'm an adult, I have to do this, which drives me up a wall, because I'm just like, no, that's not how that works at all. You shouldn't have to do all of that bullshit, and that's for that's literally what, like, parents do. That's like the whole point. Parents are supposed to teach you how to do this, how to do that. Like, she doesn't even have a savings account. Like, think about that. I've had a savings account since I was like 6. It's simple. You just fucking you take what money you're gonna save and you put it in there. Like, no one's saying you have to put like thousands and thousands of dollars, but you put a little here, you put a little there. You might put $20 here, you might put $30 here, $5, 10. It's the fact that it's a little amount, but it's the fact that it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be like a stupid amount just because. Like, it's something that it generally doesn't have to be like that. But it's one of those things where just like, oof. It's the fact that it's something that she's had to do all of her life, and it's literally insane to me, because it's just like, why? That's not normal. It's not normal. It's definitely not normal. I'll tell you that right now. That shit is not normal. If you think that's normal, it's not. That's not a normal thing. Like, you shouldn't be like you shouldn't be a teen or something helping your parents with bills. Like, that's not something that, like, you should be experiencing. Like, that's something you experience, which I guess is good experience for, like, when you have your own bills. But when you can barely even save for yourself because you have to literally keep helping your parents, it gets to a point where it's just like, this is fucking insane. Like, it's one of those things. Okay. But yeah, it's just It's one of those things I want to get her away from that, you know? Like, I want to see her and then just, like, tell her, like, we can stay in this car in dead silence and you can think clearly for yourself for however long, you know? Because that's something I want. I want her to be, I want her to have her own choice. Like, that was the whole thing about us getting married. Like, it's literally something I want for her. I want her to make her own choices. You know, if she wants to fucking eat, I don't know, fucking ice cream and waffles for dinner, then fuck it. We're about to make some waffles and we might make some sundaes today. You know, like it's you know, it's one of those things. It's one of those things where it's like I won't tell her no for certain things. You know, just because it's like why? Like what's so bad about ice cream and pancakes? That shit sounds amazing. What do you mean? Tell me that doesn't sound amazing. I dare you. Having that shit for dinner? That sounds so fucking good. Like what do you mean? That sounds fucking fantastic. That shit. Oh my god. I'm drooling just thinking about it. That shit is insane. But it's one of those things where she just doesn't get to think for herself, and it genuinely bothers me. Like it's not like a oh that sucks for her type of thing. Like it genuinely bothers me because it's always I can't do this because of my mom, or I can't do this because of this, or I can't do this because of that, and it's just like it's the most annoying thing ever because she's never able to just do what she wants to do, and it drives me up a fucking wall. Like oh my god, I get so fucking aggravated with it because it's just like why, like generally why, and it's not even because like plans change or whatever. Just because I know plans change, obviously. I've had fucking several plans of mine in my life just change randomly just fucking because, like that's just life, you know. But it's like when it's every time and it's like, it's not like, oh, they're figuring something out. It's just simply like they haven't figured anything out and they're just doing it just fucking because. Then I have an issue because I'm just like, that's kind of stupid. Like then at that point, that's when I have an issue because it's just like you're not even doing anything. You're just being a fucking ass. What you're doing. What the. But yeah, it's just one of those things, man. It's just like it's so just annoying. Like I can't stress it. I could talk about it for so long. You have no idea. Like it's one of those things where it's just like it's one of those things I could just talk about for hours because it's just like it annoys me to no end, you know. And like it's the fact that I'm sure she wants to change something about it, but it's like it's one of those things where it's like she just doesn't. And that's why I hate myself in a sense because I wish I didn't do everything that I did. Because it's one of those things where just like I simply cannot tell you why I did half the shit I did. I have no fucking reason for it. Like that's the thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the worst thing. That's the worst reason for that. Like you have no idea why you even did it. Like you just did it just fucking because. Like that's the thing that annoys me the most because it's just like I don't have a reason. Like at all, like that. It's so. Oh my god, it annoys me to no end because it's just like, you don't have a reason to why even fucking do it in the first place, and it's just like yeah, it's a fucking very good question. It's a very good question. I do not fucking know, but it's just. It's just like, ugh. I don't know what to like really say about it, Just because like if it would have been different if I didn't do all the shit I did before. Like there would be no issue on like us, getting married. Like the shit that's happening right now wouldn't be fucking happening now. Like a lot of shit would not be like going down the current. Like it would like all of this would not be happening at the moment. Like we would probably be on the phone right now talking about us getting married like literally next week. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's probably what we would be talking about. I'm not even bullshitting you. But with everything I've done in the past, she thinks that I'm probably still doing it now, which is in fucking sane. But yeah, I'm just like, fuck it. And it's annoying. It's annoying. It generally is. It generally annoys me. Like I hate myself so goddamn much. Cause that's the thing about it. It's so fucking true that if I hadn't done the shit I did in the past, that this shit would not be happening right now. But it's one of those things where just like when you do shit in the past, it might not seem like it's doing anything, but eventually it'll catch up to you. And right now, all of that shit is catching up to me. Not even all of it, fucking already caught up to me, but this is like the after effect. You know? It's the fact that he hasn't seen anything with like her own eyes, you know? And like she doesn't trust me at all, which I fucking understand completely. Like I completely understand that whole thing. But it's just like, man, it's annoying because it's just like, I have, but you don't believe me because there's no proof of it. But it's just like, how the fuck do I show you proof? You know, it's one of those things. Which is like, how do I do that? I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to like show you that. You know, it's just, oh my god, it's just annoying. It's just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, generally, what am I supposed to do? But yeah, I don't know. I just, like, literally, I was hoping, well, not even hoping, but I wish that she could just go, like, off. Like, she could just be off work for, like, however long, and we just chill in a fucking motel or hotel, and we don't talk for the first 2 days. It's just silence. So then she can actually think for herself and not have, like, no phones, no nothing. It's just dead silence. Watch a movie or TV show or whatever the case may be. And it's the fact that she can just think on her own without having someone message her this or without her seeing that or something. Or it's the fact that she could just think on her fucking own. Because the fact that I know she's not. I know that she's told people about everything, and then they're given their, not even experience, but they're just been like, oh yeah, this, that, and the other, you know? Which is just like, I get it in a sense. Like, I understand they're, they're protecting their friend in a sense, but it's just like, it's one of the things where it's just like, you fucking kind of need, like, you kind of need to look at, like, the big picture of everything, because it's like people are capable of changing, obviously. Like, it's not something that's just like, oh, that shit never fucking happens. Like, people are capable of doing that shit. Like, it's more or less of just like, there's like not many people, like, there's only, they're willing to change for one person usually. Like, there's not many times that people will change. No one's gonna change for like 70 different people or anything. Like, it's usually one person, and that's it. Literally, that's it. Like, no one's gonna change themselves like 70 times just to, have someone understand them or anything, Like, it's once, and then that's it. That's why guys take fucking breakups so hard, like, when they genuinely love and everything. It's just like, because they changed for that person, and then that person ended up leaving, and then it's just like, they're still the same person. But it's one of those things why men don't find shit. Well, at least good men don't find other partners like very quickly, and it's simply because they don't it's hard to forget somebody. It's hard to forget like their significant other is because they changed for them. So when they just straight up just did not, when they just straight up just like ended their relationship, is the fact that they can't just move on because it's the fact that they've already changed like the way they do stuff, But it's one of those things where just like, and most women say like, no, men don't change, da 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 da. But it's like, if you have a man, like, look, like, genuinely look, like, if you like, look back, and then look into the present, like, look from the past and then to the present and see, like, did they change? Like, do you at least like, do you see them trying at least? Like, what is it that you see? You know. Like, that's all that really matters. I feel like that's something that matters. Like, it's the fact that the person is actually trying. You know? Because you could be, like, let's say there's a female version of me, right? Let's say there's a female version of me. And everything that, they did everything that I did to, you know, everything I did to my current fiance and everything. Is the fact that would I believe them? No. Obviously. Like, that shit's gonna be, like, that shit's gonna, obviously, at some point, you do trust again. You do trust, like, you know, people again, and obviously, but it's like, it's more or less of, like, that trust for that person is gone until it's rebuilt, basically. But how do you rebuild it? You just gotta go, through, basically, you gotta go through a bunch, basically. You gotta go through, there's a lot to go through, you know? Like, you gotta, like, there's a lot of times where you're gonna deal with, like, your woman's gonna be very, like, adamant on, like, where are you going, or, like, where is your, like, turn your location on, or get apps that, you know, track you or anything. And it's the fact that, like, you can't be mad at it because it's like the shit you've done has affected her so much. But it's the fact that you should feel, you know, you should want to change and everything. You know, that's something that you should feel that you want to change. And like when she says, you know, I'll give you another chance. Like, you can definitely tell. Like, I would definitely say this. You can definitely tell if, like, when you're a woman, or when your girlfriend, wife, whatever the case may be, that it goes for men as well, like, for women as well, like, both men and women. Like, you know when your significant other, like, says, like, this is the last time. And then if, like, you mess up, or you fuck up, or you do something, or you go back to doing your old shit, like, I'm out. You know, like, there's a certain tone that, like, catches the brain's attention. It's just like, she's not messing around, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, she messaged that to me. Like, she messaged it to me. And I still haven't fucked up, you know? Basically, like I said, at least not to my knowledge. If I fucked up, I have no knowledge of it. I genuinely do not. Like, I was probably drunk, or fucking someone took my phone, which is fucking basically impossible because the shit is in my hand like 95% of the time. So the chances of that shit happening are fucking slim to none. But it's just like, it's shit like that. It's just like, man, it's just one of those things, you know? But, I don't know. I don't really know what to really say about it. Because, like, a lot comes to mind. Because, like, if that is true, and she is dating someone else, it's just like, why not tell me, you know? Like, why basically keep it a secret until I get there, and then you tell me? It's just like, why? Like, genuinely, why? You know? Like, sometimes you gotta be real. Like, be real with the person. You know? Like, if she literally said, like, yeah, I'm dating someone else, you know, I still want the presents and everything. Like, would I feel some type of way that she gives a fuck about the presents more than she gives a fuck about me? Like, yeah. But at the same time, it's like, it's not something I can be like, fuck you and them. Fuck you and these presents. You ain't getting shit. But the fact that these are, like, the presents I was, like I already said, like, I was gonna give her these anyways. Like, these were in the making for months now. Literally months. Like, literally months in the making just to get these. I spent a whole paycheck on them. So, man, I hate the fact that, like, I don't have CapCut, like, at all. It's just, it's annoying because you can't download it. Like, it's not, since when TikTok got banned, or when TikTok got deleted from the App Store, you can't actually send anything, which is crazy because I should have put it on my other phone. Well, speaking of my other phone, I don't even know where my other, like, speaking of phones, I don't even know where my, well, not even phones, but I don't even know where my other knife went. Like, the knife I was going to give my son, I have no fucking clue where it went. Like, at all. Like, generally, it's an orange knife, and, like, there's nothing in my room that's orange. So it's like, it should stick out like a fucking sore thumb. But I generally cannot find it. And I'm just like, where the fuck did I put it? Because I generally do not know. Like, hers is in a bag now, and I put it in her bag. I still need to write, like, a letter. Well, not even a letter. I'm more or less typing. I'm typing one now. But I'll probably finish it up. Because it's the fact that I don't know what to say. It's the fact that I don't know what to say because I don't know what I've done. That's the thing. That's my main, like, thing. Like, I don't know if I've done something, I do not know what it is. Like, at all. That's the main horror of this. Because I do not fucking know. Like, at all. On what I've done, like, at all. No fucking clue. Could not tell you. But, you know. But yeah, it just begs the question of just like, why not tell me? You know? Because that's what she's done every single time. I couldn't tell you the amount of chances that she's given me. Actually, I probably could. She's given me like, I've given her one, and then she's given me the fact that I have to think about it is crazy, but it's not that fucking many, like 27 or some shit. It's like, I'm trying to think. I'll say like two or three, probably three. Like, it's not a bunch, you know? Like, it's definitely not a bunch. Like, it is not a bunch of, it's not a bunch of them. It's like, maybe it's not maybe like two or three. It's probably like 3 or 4. Because I know the last one, it won't go to like 5 at all, because I want to say the last one was either 3 or it was 4. I want to say it was 4. That's me guessing here. I do not know. I genuinely do not know. But I want to say it was 4. That's what it was. And it's like the fact that since then I've been good. I understand what it is that I want, and that's it. But like this whole thing reeks of just very confusing shit, if I'm being honest. Because it's just like, stop posting my girl. It's just like, I haven't posted her in 5 days, and the last time I ever actually posted her solo was on the 25th, 26th. So what are you talking about? You know, it's just like, what do you mean exactly? Because even with like stories and whatnot, I don't believe I've posted her like on stories or anything. So it's just like, what are you getting at? Like, there's like, what? Like, I don't get it. I really don't. Like, it's one of those things. Like, I'm not understanding what you mean. But hey, you know, people are fucking weird in the sense of just like, they're just dumb, if I'm being genuinely honest. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna let it get to me just because there's nothing to get there. At this point in time, there's no point. Like, I'm coming down there, you know. So it's just, hey, it's time to fucking see what happens. You know, it's one of those things. It's time to fucking. It's not even time to pay. Not even pay the piper. It's just time to see it's time to see what. It's time to see what happens, you know? It's just one of those things. But, hey, what can I say? what can I say? The only thing I have to say is I hope everything goes well, but, you know, the off chance it doesn't, it's my own fucking fault. Literally. Which I don't understand, because I haven't done anything. But it's the fact that I keep saying that. And it's something that I feel like she's going to be like, you did this. And it's just like, my whole thing is like, she's going to say something that's just like, dumb, if I'm being honest. That's not to be rude, but it's just like I did something like, something that she sees as cheating, but I don't. Because what I see as cheating is like kissing another person, having sex with another person, you know, holding hands, you know, shit like that. I guess holding hands for like, I guess if like the kid is like, you know, 5. If the kid is young, then obviously, you know, that shit is fine. Other than, you know, hugging and kissing, you know, all that shit, holding hands, like that shit is fine if the person is like young, I guess. Obviously, you shouldn't be fucking if the person is very young, if I'm being honest. But hey, I'm whatever. At that point, you can dig your own grave. At that point, if I'm being honest, if that's something you want to do, you know, by all means, you go for it, dude. But yeah, it's not much else. Yeah, I don't really know what else to really. Yeah, I don't really know what. I can't speak today. But yeah, I feel like that's something that's just like, that's something that she's gonna say, and I'm just gonna be like, what? Like, huh? That's the like. I feel like it's gonna be something small. I feel like, and that's gonna be the straw that broke the camel's back. It's gonna be something small, and I would just like, no, you know, which just because I can't think of anything like big, like at all. Like I generally cannot think of anything big in the slightest. Like I generally can't think of anything like magnificently big that like what's it called it? Like it's the fact that it sucks because this is not how this was supposed to go. Like literally, I was gonna surprise her and then stay there for 2 weeks. You know, like I was literally gonna like the original plan was, yeah, we're getting married, and then I was gonna tell her like, hey, something happened at work, I can't go and leave, da 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 da. We'll schedule it for like next month, or not next month, but like, yeah, basically next month or something. And then that would have been that. And then when the day comes, I was gonna literally try. Well, obviously that, you know, that would be a lie, but you know, it's to surprise her and everything. I feel like you can lie if you're surprising someone, because it's like you can't be truthful with the person if you're trying to surprise them. It kind of defeats the purpose. It's just like, what's going on? Like, we're filming you throwing you a surprise party. That's not how you do surprise parties. But basically, I was gonna drive down there, and then I was basically just gonna wait at her work with like her presents. Literally. Like I was literally gonna wait until she got off, or anything. Like basically, I was gonna wait until she got off, because I don't think I would have probably got there when she gets there, because she gets there at 12, and I plan on leaving at like 5 or 4. So I could get there at 12. I don't really know, but you know, it's just that was the plan. And then December 30th came, and then that whole plan just went to shit completely. It was like, what is going on? Because I wanted to surprise her. if I'm being honest, I wanted to surprise her um, on my son's birthday. Like, I wanted to just surprise her and like come down and everything. And she was very adamant on like me not coming because Joe was gonna be there as well. Which, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a good idea not to have her, not her, but not to have him and me in the same vicinity, obviously. But it's one of those things. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. It's just a lot. It's just a lot, man. Like, I don't know what to say. It's just a lot. I don't know. I hate it. I hate not knowing. Like, that's my whole thing. I hate not knowing. Like, it's annoying when you don't know, when it's like you're in trouble, but you don't know why you're in trouble, but you are, and it's just like, it's one of those things that you feel like you should know what it is, but you don't. So it's just like you're just kind of thinking of everything. Like, that's literally what I did. I literally thought of everything I did last year. Everything I did last year, I was thinking of like, what did I do of all of last year? And it was just like, let me see what I can figure out, I guess. Because I was just like, I don't know if there is anything. And like, no, there's nothing. Like, nothing came to mind that I haven't already said was like a lie, or was something that I was like, not even something I was doing, but it was just like, I've already said the shit that was a lie and everything. So, I don't know. Maybe it's the lying? I don't know. I don't know. It's the fact that, like, I don't lie anymore. To fucking, yeah, that's a funny joke. That's what that is. But I don't lie anymore. It's like, it's the fact that I've told her, like, you can ask me. I've said that a lot. Like, you can ask me anything, like, at any point in time, about anything. Like, I told her that before, like, when all this went down. It's like, if there's something you want to know, tell me. And then I'll tell you the best of my ability of, like, what I remember or what I can do to help or whatever. Because, like, I don't know what it is. I really do. Because, like, one of two things are going to happen. Either I'm going to be surprised on what it is, or I'm going to be confused. That's one of the two. And the reason I'd be surprised is just because it's just like, it's something little, which just like kind of blew me a whole nother way. And it's just like, huh? That's why? What? Or she's gonna say, like, I'm gonna be like lost because I'm just gonna be like, that, huh? That's that. What is that? I don't know what that is. Like, she's gonna say something. I'm just gonna be like, huh? What is? When did that even? What? When did that happen? How did that happen? Because, like, with my job, like, I can't literally, if it's just like, oh, if she tells me like you were cheating on me with some other woman, or like there are pictures of it or anything, it's just like how my job works. Like, I'm in the military, I simply can't just be like, oh, I'm leaving for the day, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, that's not something I can genuinely do. Like, with the military, like, I have to like put in leave, or I have to explain why, and it has to be a good reason on like why I'm leaving early and everything. But it's just like, wow. But it's something I can't just, like, my job, I can't just leave and then that's it. You know what I mean? Like, that's not something I can do. I simply cannot do that. That's not something I can do. So if she says something like that, I'm just gonna be like, okay, firstly, who told you that? And I would love to see the proof, because I would love to see on like what day this happened, because from like Monday to Friday I'm working. And if this happened like last year, I was even working Saturdays, like for a couple, like for like a long, for like 4 to 5 months, like back to back. I was working like every Saturday, so it was literally Monday to Saturday, and that was it. And I've been off Sunday, Monday. But it's the fact that like on Mondays and like Sundays, like if I'm like let's take this weekend for example. Like I'll be off like Saturday and Sunday. We have a 4-day, so we'll be off Friday to Monday. So I guess we can do that as an example. But it's the fact that like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I'll go and do everything, but Monday my ass would not be doing much. My ass would be at home doing fuck all. But it's the fact that like, let's say I didn't have a 4-day, or they didn't the military didn't have a 4-day, and it was just Saturday, Sunday. It's the fact that Friday I'd probably figure out what I was gonna do for the weekend. So if it's like I'm gonna cook some food and play my game, or cook some food and watch some movies, or sleep, or whatever the case may be, I would do that. And then come that Sunday, it would be nothing but me getting ready for the getting ready for the week. Like, so, making sure my uniform is good, making sure my hair and everything is good. Just basically prepping for the week to come. That's it. But if she says something like, you were cheating on me with this person, like, I would definitely want to know. I would want to see the messages. I want to see the dates. I want to see all of that, because if it was during the week, ain't shit I can do during the week. There ain't shit I can do. There ain't shit I was gonna do at all anyways. As I said with like the story that I had, not even a story, it was more like a skit, if anything, because it was very short. It was a short, basically. But with the thing I had said literally yesterday in my video, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Like, even with that whole thing, it was just like, I rejected her because I was, taken, and that was that, So it was, even then, I wasn't, I wasn't talking to anyone. I was just, like, I would greet people, because that's what my job is like, I'm a greeter. So you walk in the door, I'm say, welcome in, and that's that, welcome in, then have a good day, or have a good night, have a good weekend, if it's like Friday, or Thursday, we have a 4-day, or something like that, and that's it. That's literally it. Like, then that's the whole thing. Like, after, I wasn't like stopping people and chatting with them, or all of that, just because I don't need to, So if she definitely says like I was cheating, or I was talking to someone else, or this, that, and the other, I would definitely love to know. I would definitely like to see the evidence. And it's the fact that if she has evidence, I'm 100% certain that shit was literally fabricated by somebody, or is made to look like I was cheating, because fucking I haven't done anything. Literally, I don't think my iMessages don't even like go away. Like, they literally stay there the whole time. Like, you can even look at my fucking like my deleted ones. Like, it's majority of them is just spam, or group chats that my coworkers made for like one fucking thing that we had to do that day, and they just decided, let's make a group chat. Why? For what reason do you need to do that? I don't know, but that's pretty much it. Like, you're not gonna find any, like, you're not gonna find me chatting with some girl. It's like because there's so much to that I would love to know. Like, where did we end up meeting? Where did we end up going? What was the day? Like, just like, those are the 3 main ones that I have. But there's so many. There's just like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, even like, it was like Wednesday. It was just like, okay, when did I go to fucking, go to this place with this person at like 11? It was like, no, because I would just be getting up to go to work, because I go to work at 12. At least at that time, I would go to work at 12, and then I would, my break isn't until like 6:30 when I was working at the other facility. I'm working at a different one now. It's from like 10 to 7. So it's just like, no, that wouldn't work because I take my break at like 6:30 and I only have an hour, and I wouldn't fucking go. I definitely wouldn't go on a date in my uniform. Like that's just so. That sounds so dumb. I'm sure people have probably done it. I'm sure. Have they done it on shift? Fuck if I knew. I don't know. Probably. I'm so certain that probably someone has probably done that before. Which, if you're asking me, is fucking insane. Like actually insane. Because that's like why. Or generally why. Yeah, that's so odd to me. But yeah, it's not much else to really talk about. Probably make another one tomorrow. I don't know if I work tomorrow. I really do not know at all. I was off today, but I don't know if I go in tomorrow. If I'm being honest, I want to say I do, but I don't know when. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll just wait until I get a message like, "Where are you at?" Like, I'm at home. Because I'm supposed to be at work. I do not know. No one's told me that. It's crazy, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Probably gonna finish up the letter and then head to sleep. But yeah, hope all is well with y'all. Hope y'all have a good Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is in 2 days, so hopefully y'all have a good Valentine's Day and everything. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Deuces.